Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Press Sonic here and welcome back to another video. Today let's talk about Dragon Ball Super because I have a lot of speculations, a lot of theories, a lot of ideas, just things I want to talk about because this episode 38 I think is going to be one of the most hyped up episode out of the entire fights because all the other fights in my opinions they've been okay, like they've been interesting, but none of them has really captured me or got me excited for the next episode, except for maybe the fact that Goku lost. That was a little bit of an interesting twist to it. But besides that one, this fight Vegeta versus Cabba, this one is going to be high because the fact that Cabba actually goes Super Saiyan and goes toe to toe with Vegeta, essentially forcing Vegeta to go Super Saiyan Blue. And especially the last scene of that credit when Cabba's eyes just literally flared up as if he's about to hit the next level. It's like, yo, that episode left off with such a cliffhanger, but it also left us with a lot of questions. Like, one, how can he just suddenly be able to transform into a Super Saiyan? Because he said himself that he's never heard of a Super Saiyan, and even if that were to be the case, I would assume that out of millions of Saiyans in Universe 6, and these Saiyans aren't just average civilians, they are all being hired as police officers of the universe. One of them would have been pushed to their limits, like to their breaking points where they would have to transform into a Super Saiyan. I mean, let's face it, they're going to dangerous places, dangerous planets, they're fighting bad guys, bandits, tyrants, all this crazy stuff, and you're telling me that not one person was pushed to their limit, was maybe trying to protect a civilian and they had to muster up that power to protect them? Like, nothing like that happened out of years of pretty much protecting the universe. Not one Saiyan just got that urge to push on to the next level, but all of a sudden Cabba, who is just fighting Vegeta and probably got pissed off, activated the Super Saiyan transformation. I mean, I'm not complaining because it's gonna hype up the episode, it's gonna make the episode a lot more awesome, but at the same time, that kind of felt like an ass pull. I don't know how to put it in the right term, but it didn't seem like it fit, in my opinion. It felt like they wanted to make Cabba transform into a Super Saiyan for the sake of he's a Saiyan and he should be able to transform into a Super Saiyan. But at least I know that the Saiyans in Universe 6 aren't weaklings. They all have potential to transform into a Super Saiyan thanks to Cabba proving it. Now, a lot of people out there are saying that what if Cabba is just a unique type of Saiyans, like he's the chosen one, the one that will guide the Saiyan into the glory days or whatever the case may be. That could be one case, but in my opinion, it felt like he transformed out of nowhere, because I would assume that as someone like Cabba, who's a good guy, from what we've gotten so far, he's a good guy. He's a galactic patrol person or galactic soldier, whatever the case may be. He does things to protect the universe. He fights bad guy, and you're telling me that out of all of his fights and out of all his brethrens, his comrades, all of them have not been pushed to their limits. It's like, come on, it doesn't make sense. But anyways, he transforms to a Super Saiyan. He goes toe to toe with Vegeta in that episode, or in that credits to be more precise, and it looks absolutely amazing. His freaking ki blasts look like over the top. Vegeta seems to be pushed to his limits, and then we saw Vegeta going Super Saiyan Blue. Now this is pretty interesting because he didn't go Super Saiyan 2. He didn't just push up his ki up, he just went straight up for Super Saiyan Blue. Now I don't know if Vegeta's going for an overkill here, or I don't know if he just wants Cabba to know that the Saiyans have a level even above the Super Saiyan transformation, because that could be the case. I feel like Vegeta is taking a cane to Cabba because besides Goku, who sometimes he doesn't even like, this is the only Saiyan he's actually ever met, so maybe he's taking kind of like a keen to it. Maybe Cabba reminds him of his little brother. What's his little brother's name again? Tabble or something like that. I don't know, but maybe that could be the case, and he wants Cabba to know that there's a next level, there's a whole new level of a Super Saiyan transformation. You can go beyond that and achieve a Super Saiyan God transformation. That could be the case. Now, after we saw Vegeta transform into a Super Saiyan God. The next scene after that, we see Cabba's eyes flare up, and that point was so high because this man looked like he didn't want to back down. He's like, you know what? You can go Super Saiyan God. I'ma still go after you. Like, that looked so amazing and so hyped. Like, every day I'm just thinking about that episode. I'm like, I can't wait for that episode to come. I can't wait to see that episode because, yo, it is actually awesome. Now, I still have no idea what Hit is all about. Hit, you know, the legendary Hitman, he took out Force with just his mind game. Like, a lot of people say that he hit him with some kind of genjutsu. He maybe messed up his ki, but he did something. His power seemed to take similar to there's another character that I know that kind of does what he did, but I can't remember the name, but he did something like that. And you know, Goku and Vegeta are kind of conserving their energy because they don't know what type of person Hit is, because the entire time Hit hasn't actually opened his eyes. The only time Hit actually opened his eyes to see what was happening was when Goku first transformed into a Super Saiyan. That took his interest, but after that he never really cared anymore, and you know, he pretty much just kept his eyes closed and stuff like that. But yo, I can't wait to see what Hit can do. Like, Hit looks to be interesting. I hope Hit actually ends up winning the tournament, the entire tournament. I don't want Goku or Vegeta to win, and the reason why I'm saying this is because if Hit wins and takes the Champa transport pod, or what's that thing called again, that big old box that can go through dimensions, if he takes that, that can open up another arc where maybe he's like this main villain for the next arc, and Goku and Vegeta are trying to catch up with him, and they're going through different universes, so there's a potential that we could actually meet other new characters. I don't know, like, Dragon Ball Super is, you know, it's getting better each day, and now I actually wanted to continue on because, you know, obviously the Beerus arc was boring, the Frieza arc was boring. It's not boring because of the episode, it's only boring for me personally because I actually watched the two movies, so, you know, obviously that was boring for me, so I kind of low-key, you know, skimmed through it just to make sure I haven't missed anything new. But besides that, I kind of want this to now go on because it is actually getting really, really hyped up. It's amazing, and I can't wait to see this episode. Like, oh man, I hope Cabba actually learns a lot from Vegeta and takes the Super Saiyan transformation and doesn't really keep it a secret, but actually just goes and just tells his superiors, his comrades, his friends that he can actually do this, and before you know it, there will be a planet filled with Super Saiyans. And hopefully we can actually see an episode where Vegeta actually visits planet, is it planet, I think it's planet Salad. Yeah, Salad, because I want to actually see, you know, I want to see Vegeta get the feels, because, you know, at the very beginning he did show an interest that he wants to go and see planet Salad because he wants to see other Saiyans. I mean, like, he's probably getting sick and tired of just seeing Goku's face all the time and probably be reminded that this is the only other Saiyan alive and it's actually an idiot, but, you know, it's whatever. So yeah guys, let me know your excitement for Dragon Ball Super episode 28. If the episode is really hyped up and it does something that I did not expect, I will definitely make a video about it and just talk about it, because you guys know I only talk about Dragon Ball Super if there's something interesting that happens. If it's okay and I'm like, it's not worth a video, but if it's hyped up, like if it's crazy, like it causes me to come up with some wild ass theories, I'll do that. But anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. You guys, a small introduction to deck building and help you understand what all of this is all about. So today we're going to be using Sephiroth, since he is a new character. I have played him a couple of times. He's pretty awesome, but we're gonna go and build a deck for him. Now I have to note, this deck is not representative of what you should